Thank you. Two blurgs and an Ugnaught lost their lives bringing you this video. Quite possibly a pug will as well if you don't stop behaving. So these be my thoughts on The Mandalorian episodes 7 and 8. And I'm not in Mexico anymore, by the way. Can't you tell? I'm actually in a little rural area of the West Midlands in England visiting family for Christmas. So enjoy that knowledge. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Right, episode 7, chapter 7. Let's get into it. After 3 sort of side story, mini adventures, self-contained episodes if you like, we finally had old characters become recurring characters, and the Mando made a crew out of them as they headed back to Navarro to meet Grief and take out the Imperial contact who's after the child, aka Baby Yoda. Little side note that Quill actually repurposed, reprogrammed, re-whatevered IG-11 to go from being like a killer droid to what we find out in episode 8 actually is now a nurse droid. There's a droid for everything. But things get real when Gus Fring is finally let out of the chicken house. And what an entrance in his classic TIE fighter, reminiscent of that old Volvo V70 he used to ride in. However, it might look classic, but there have been some modifications. The wings fold. He shows up with some more hygienic looking stormtroopers, clean troopers, and rumbles the Mando's plan, which was Quill taking the baby back to the ship where IG-11 is. Meanwhile, there's a standoff between the Imperials and the Mando's crew, and the episode culminates with this horrible, heartbreaking ending scene. Poor Quill. He has spoken, he is dead. So it's the first cliffhanger of the season. Well, actually, I guess episode 1 left us hanging a little with the child reveal, and yeah, there was the mysterious maybe Boba Fett figure as well, but that doesn't look like it will be explored until next season now, if at all. So this was maybe the first genuine cliffhanger where our hero is deep in the deep stuff. And whilst I like those 3 aforementioned sort of one-off storyline episodes, this one felt more in line with the first 3. And it was nice to see some of the characters and the details from those first 3 episodes come back and help move the storyline along. And I reckon this might just have been my favourite episode of the season. Moving on to episode chapter 8. IG-11, the nurse droid, rescues Baby Yoda from the 2 scout troopers, played by, or at least voiced by, Adam Pally and Jason Sudeikis. And I enjoyed their bantering and target practice, by the way. That was good fun and almost went on a little bit too long, but it was just about the right level for me. Although the child abuse was a bit extreme. And meanwhile, the standoff continued in the city. Details are revealed by the all-knowing Grand Moff Fring. Cara is from Alderaan, which explains why she has some serious Empire beef. And the Mando's name is officially revealed. I mean, it was revealed before the season even began by mistake by Pedro Pascal in an interview, and it's Din Djarin. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's probably not, but that's what I'm going with. In fact, I'm just going to continue going with the Mando. I think it's easier. I think even when we find out the Baby Yoda name species, we'll probably still call it Baby Yoda. Oh, and Din gets in on the reveals act as well. He knows it's Fring stroke Gideon out there because he recognises the voice because he was an officer during the Imperial siege on Mandalore. And as he explains this, they show us the longest cut yet of that flashback sequence from the Mando's childhood. We've had glimpses of it up until now, and we see him finally get saved by Mandalorians from suffering the same fate as his parents, which is why he pledged himself to the Mandalorian, this is the way, which is actually important for setting up what's going to happen next with Baby Yoda. There's a lot of exposition dumping going on, and we learn that Mandalorian isn't a race but a creed. Baby Yoda, by the way, saves the gang from a flame-throwing stormtrooper as they make their way into the sewers of Navarro. Other stuff then happens, this is my deep dive by the way, including an R2 gondola unit, IG-11 sacrificing himself, and stroking Baby Yoda's ear becomes a thing. Also, here's a side-by-side comparison of Gus Fring's I'm about to die face and Gideon's my ship's about to explode face. Gus Gideon survives and unveils the Darksaber. So to me it just looked like a weird looking lightsaber, but I have read up on it since and I now appreciate that it's an ancient Mandalorian weapon. So this will carry us nicely into season 2 as well as the fate of Baby Yoda as well. So the Mandalorian's got 2 choices. He can either find a mysterious home planet for this species or raise it as his own. But either way, it remains the most wanted baby green thing in the entire galaxy. But overall, what a great finale to a season that had its ups and downs. But I'm not talking like Cat's downs here. These were pretty high downs, mediocre downs, if you like, and it had a lot more of the ups than those downs, for me at least. And it takes us nicely into season 2. And I hope they keep the pace of the last 2 episodes going into it. I'm a fan of the Mando's character development as the season's gone along, specifically when it comes to droids. Him getting sad for IG-11 was kinda cute. By the way, I interviewed the original builder, creator of IG-88, Bill Hargreaves. So if you want to check out that interview, it'll be appearing on your screen right about now. Let me know what you thought of the finale, and don't forget to click on that little thumbs up button, because this is the way.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Jamie Stangram told me to do this because he's a ridiculous human being, which I've discovered in a matter of a few minutes.